Edo used to own Onicha, yes. Before, Onicha people used to speak Edo language, yes. Not be right now. Go and read your history books now. Go and read this book, this particular big book here. Go and read it. And you know your history. Before in Onicha, what they speak there was Benin, Edo Nyaga Azev Onicha, there. But today, God, they speak it. Nobody. So this used to be our land. Una carry and this useless British government go give on to Una today. Now they claim to get no problem. But the one way we constantly get now, Una want to see follow us cotton. Una want to take no land for Edo is going anywhere. None. I talk a none. It's just like the case of Igbanke. So if you know the history of Igbanke, not the history where person want to talk. On a very good day, we'll talk about Igbanke. Obaozola was the one who gave them that land. Just like Iru was given to them to go and farm. Today they are claiming that Iru is Igbo land. How is it Igbo land? Farmers who came there years ago, now they are saying it is Igbo land. Iru of yesterday, here. Don't be saying don't tell. They don't claim and say that they are own. On Twitter a few days ago, now so Igbos they claim say no ban Igbo word. I don't understand. You guys just want to drag everything with Benin. I don't blame you now on a British way stupid now. Yes, that's the truth. British did what they did because Benin was the only kingdom standing, the only empire standing. They came to they stole from us. They carry everything go put for British Museum. Yes, even your Obi of Onitsha said it that many of you migrated from Benin to where you are today. You see, use the other verb. The other verb is a Benin symbol. Now we get them. But now king see they use them. What does that tell you? It tells you many of those kings in eastern region they use it. Even the Niger Delta, many of them use that other verb because yes, those territories were once the Benin Empire. So that is not why I'm here today. For Ibanker, I will not be story where person like to talk. And also not many of the day where I go get time to talk about Ibanker history. And I go sit down, go do live on YouTube, and I can't learn on our history. Because many of this one they talk so I don't know, it don't make sense. That's why I don't have time for many of you. Now just carry my video, they trend. Now no, because Igbanke story is not a good one. The people there, the Gala people, no, the Benin people first. That's why you see somebody like Rema will tell you I'm a Benin boy because Rema is a Benin stock from Igbanke. The Galas were there, the Igbo were there. Now you can't know who be the Igbo. Now you know. So, but today now you are coming from across the Niger to come and claim where not belong to you. You are saying it is your own, and you are fighting for waiting not be your own. You fight for them.
Hello and welcome to my channel. It's amazing what people spew online. I have addressed this small Bini girl before. SLSO. Before we continue, there is what a lot of people do not understand. A lot of people are mistaking territorial leadership in the past. They are mistaking it for ancestry. You hear something like, okay, Bini ruled over this particular place, a particular time, there is Bini influence. But it doesn't mean Bini ancestry. Bini influence doesn't mean Bini ancestry. Yes, Bini had power in the past. They conquered some territories. But that doesn't mean that they gave birth to such people. So this girl is even contradicting herself. She is saying what she doesn't know. Okay, does it mean because Bini rules certain areas, they are not Bini people? No, that is not how we know where they come from. This topic is very big. A lot of people have reacted to this story, but this is how I choose to deal with it. So, I want to say before I start that the small girl is confused. And she has been spreading confusion and confusing some other people. And meanwhile, a lot of people who are listening to her knows she doesn't know what she's saying. But because they have to give her thumbs up, they are giving her thumbs up. So, this young lady recently said Onicha is Benin territory. She even claimed that the Obi of Onitsha said most of Delta Igbos came from Benin. You know, it's funny. And to make it worse, she used the spelling Onitsha to back her point. You know that sha instead of cha. It is sounding to some as if that is the real name. That is not even the real name. You understand? So she's using it to back her point as the Orisha. You know how Benin names are and Yoruba names are pronounced Orisha, all those. So that is her part of her confusion anyway. That is her confusion, not our confusion. So my people, is that the truth? Or is it another case of mixing up history and politics? Today, IGBO AREA TV will set the record straight. Like I said, a lot of people have reacted to that story in their own way. And this is my own way of reacting to it. Bring your seats. This is a serious lecture. I hope she will see this video and she will learn from it. What we will do, we'll be correcting her. I don't know who is fronting her, but they are making mistake. They are making a caricature of themselves. But we'll be correcting her. We'll be correcting her. And some of the things she's doing, I believe also it's deliberate, but we'll correct her. First of all, let's talk about the name. In Igbo, the name is Onicha. O-N-I-C-H-A. Not T-S-H-A. C-H-A. That's how our ancestors have always pronounced it. But when the white colonial officers and missionaries came, they wrote it the way it sounded in their ears. And so Onicha become Onisha with the T inside. If you look at that spelling properly, it is an Anglicized spelling. It's an Anglicized spelling. That is not root spelling. So that is an English spelling. The Onisha you see today, Onisha, the particular place in Anambra, is an English spelling. It's not an Igbo spelling. Just like you have Enugu. Enugu, they gave it Enugu. Maybe if it sounds like something in Benin land, some Benin people will come and, oh, this Enugu is now Benin, former Benin territory. That is what you hear. It's funny. So, this is not unique to Anambra Onisha. In fact, there are many Onisha across Igbo land. In case you don't know, there are many Onisha across Igbo land. We have Onisha in Delta State. We have Onisha in Ebonyi State. We have Onisha Mbisi. Onisha Mbisi in Imo State. Onisha Mbo. We have Onisha Enugu, and there are more of them if we want to begin to look at it. You understand? So the spelling Onisha is just colonial phonetics, not a sign of Benin ownership. That has been doused. Hey, young girl, hope you are listening. Onisha is not a Benin name. You hear? You would have shown us a lot of Onisha in Bini, areas called Onisha in Bini. So let's continue to deal with this. This girl is confused, and we are trying to help her. Please, be soft on her. She's confusing migration to ancestry. And that is the point we are at now. Now, about the Obi of Onitsha, some people twist his words. Because I watched the video. Some people are twisting his word to their own Naden Sabi. We know what he said. We know, we have watched this video. The Obi of Onitsha shared the migration story of Onitsha people. Yes, their ancestors crossed the river Niger. And at some point, they arrived in a place, an area that had Benin influence. Yes, an area that had Benin influence. But he never said they are from Benin, or Benin is their ancestor or our ancestor. You know, it's like an Igbo trader staying in Kanu for years, even holding a title there, then returning home. Does that make him Hausa by origin? Of course not. So that is what it's like. You understand? Just that things like that happened in the past. Now let's get to the story of Ezechima. Some say Ezechima, the same thing. This is the leader in the Onitsha migration story. Many historical reports agree he was not Bini by birth. Yes, During migration, he served as a chief priest in Benin for a time. But that was just one chapter in the journey. Serving in a place doesn't change your roots. I can live in London for 10 years and still be 100% Igbo. Yes. Now, what about the Ibanker example? Now, if you want proof of how political influence can be mistaken for ancestry, look at the Ibanker in Edo State. You know, she talked about Igbanke, and that is why we are touching these things gradually. Igbanke people are Eka Igbo. Their language, names, and customs prove it. But in 1982, you saw their press conference the other day, they said it. In 1982, the Obi of Bini approached Igbanke chiefs, asking for loyalty, that they should, you know, a kind of hold him in high esteem, make him superior over them, something like that. Though, based on what some narrations we heard of, he did it, he trickishly did it. So the chief agreed, maybe for political peace at the time or for certain things. I don't know whether certain things they will gain or not. So years later, Ibanke elders held a press conference to reject any claim of Bini ancestry. You saw that, I think, earlier this year. They said clearly, we are Eka Igbo people, we are not Bini. And you know what I noticed? The Bini people are even beginning to reject Ibanke. Now, the contest, now, based on her video, is the territory or the land belongs to Bini. That is what they are dragging now. They have agreed. Ibanke is not Bini, they are Igbo, Eka Igbo. So they want to now drag, and that is why I saw in a video somebody from the state or Edo State saying that you cannot cede this territory to anybody. Now I get them. When time reach, now referendum go talk, no be una go talk. Now the people go decide whether they want to be part of Ona, part of Edo State. After all, we know when this happened. Was it formally answering Edo State? It was at a particular time. It was ceded to. When they were dividing Delta Edo State, they ceded to. It was part of the old Midwest. Then there came Bender State. At a particular point in time, Bender and Edo and Delta. And due to some influence, we heard about the Ogomudia influence. Ogomudia what? They gave it to Edo. But are the people Edo? No. Even Uromi people and the rest of them, all of these people, they are not Edo people. So why not they drag on one drag? Yes, you have influence, you ruled over this area at a particular time. Doesn't mean they are, you are their ancestors or you give birth to them. What you have is a kind of leadership influence. So, people like this lady and some recent Benin voices tried to say Ibanke are recent settlers in the place. He said, we gave the land for them to farm. Hey, I'm partying too much. My people, this is a political narrative. It is not a historical fact. There are many materials we are going to begin to share here. Hey. Ika people, Delta people, Igbo people, and Yama people, if you don't know your history, somebody will twist you into theirs. Look for materials, study properly. You will know the truth. Forget Bini. What Bini had over you is influence because of leadership, territorial influence. You are not from Bini. Nago na akwụkwọ ndị be anyị. Mewe no research. Ụfọdụ ka ya na-ebute ebe a, ndị anyị nwere ike. We have gotten a lot of materials to deal with this. So, Ibanke are not recent settlers, no. So, what they are spreading is a political narrative, not a historical fact. Ibanke settlement have been there for centuries, long before Edo State even existed, which they even created. I know, I know when they created Edo State. Again, I'm still hinting on this particular thing. Control is not same as origin. Small girl, listen. Don't always come online. Don't always rush to go and make broadcast. Control is not same as origin. I heard what you're talking about, Onicha. They were speaking Bini and somehow they switched. Oh, yes, he has switched here. Can you the switch? Control is not same as origin. We must understand this clearly. In history, the Benin kingdom was powerful. Yes. They controlled trade routes. Yes. Collected tributes and sometimes ruled over neighboring lands. We know about all of this. But control is not ancestry. That is not enough. That is not even half enough or quarterly enough to announce that Bini, these people are Bini. The British control Nigeria for decades. Does that make us British? No. But there's an influence because they ruled us. The influence that we speak English. There are some other influences. But that doesn't mean they are our ancestors. Now, let me hint you again, because I said this is like a lecture. This is more than a broadcast. Mali's old empire controlled parts of West Africa, Mali, that you hear today. That doesn't make those people Malians today. Mali had a strong influence too, but it doesn't make every other area they controlled Malians today. So, Benin influence in some Igbo borders communities, it left traces. That is quite true. You still see even the kind of attire people wore. Yeah, that is true. Titles, regalia, styles, and maybe a few loan words. But the language, clan, system, and identity of those people remain Igbo. All of these are just, we hear some people arguing it. All of these are just influences, not ancestors. So control is not the same as ancestor. You control these people does not mean you are their ancestor. Lecture continues. Why these claims keep coming? Why? Why these claims keep coming up? The reason is because land and identity are political tools. Land and identity are political tools. If you can convince people you gave them land or they came from you, you can try to claim the ownership, resources, and their loyalty, as in the case of Ibanker in the past. It's been tried with Onicha and Delta Igbo towns. So, Bini wants to continue to hold that, control. Bini wants to still control Delta Igbo today. And it's sad to hear that some will submit to Bini control. It is so sad. Ndi Igbo. Ndị nọ na-ekumeku war. Hey! Ndị nọ na-ekumeku war. Kamini abịakwa na-achị. Ekumeku, mafena asa ndị nọ na-ekumeku. Ọwụrụ ụnụ ka asị na ụnụ na-asọmit to Bini. Hey! Now, here is the real truth. And this truth is simple. The real truth. And it's very simple. Onicha is an indigenous Igbo name found all over Igbo land. Forget what you hear, Onicha. O-N-T-S-H-A. That is Anglicized. English. The real spelling is O-N-C-H-A. Though we are still using English spelling. So, Onicha is an indigenous Igbo land. An indigenous Igbo name found all over Igbo land. That is why you see sprinkles of it still. A lot of Onicha in Igbo land. How many Onicha are in Edo? So, Onicha, those ancestors passed through areas with Benin influence. But they are not Edo by origin or Bini by origin. They passed through areas. And that is why they went, you hear Obi of Onitsha telling you, that's they went and returned. It is not that they are coming from where they returned. No. Where they returned from is not their original place. They went and returned. You understand? They are not Edo by origin. But there is this influence. Yes, there is this influence that came in. Ezechima was not Bini by birth. He only served there during migration. Ibanke and many Delta Igbo towns are culturally and linguistically Igbo. No matter what political stories are told, no matter, I don't know who is funding the girl, or she's just doing it to gain followers on Facebook and other social media platforms. And she can only deceive people who are not grounded, people who doesn't know their culture. Ọ na-atọkwa m abịa sị na mmadụ bịaziri nye abịazi gwa gị onye ebe ewu ndị Bini ya na-agwazi ụnụ ndị Delta Igbo ndị Bini abịazi na-asị ụnụ nekwa onye ụnụ. Now to this young girl who thinks Onicha is Bini territory because of spelling. History says otherwise, in case you don't know. Names can look similar. Kingdoms can influence neighbors. People can live in another land for years. But origin comes from language, culture, and ancestral memory. Do you get it? And I will advise this girl and all those Bini bloggers, you people must respect our histories, the Igbo histories. But we, the Igbos, we must not lose our guard. We must also guard our history. Because some of us gave these people the opportunity to come and decide who we are. When you give away your history, you give away your land, your identity, and your future. This one. This is IGBO AREA TV, keeping our story alive. I am Azuka OJ. Bye-bye for now.